Good morning and welcome to Morning Brew. Glad to see that a few of you have made it over from the other stream. I was actually surprised. I looked at the analytics. I couldn't believe how many people had viewed it. I was kind of shocked. Apparently, if you want to gain a large number of views and watch hours, you have to watch the sleep stream. Okay, who knew? Good morning, 47 Yorktown. Kapla, Burger 45, and good morning, Dave G. Sound. I'm sure eventually some of the people who were over on the other stream will find their way over here. That's why I went ahead and posted it over there. As you can tell, I'm not wasn't too with it when I woke up. Telling everybody good morning, even though it's not always morning where people are. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are, wherever you be listening. Because some people aren't always listening live. And there are different time zones in the world. Welcome to Morning Brew. And today's featured channel is Maria with Tea and Telly. Yes, go ahead and check them out. Check her out. Brain is gone right now. And yes, Mar, I'm alive. Believe it or not, I'm alive. Not used to doing a sleep stream, so that was an unusual experience. I mean, I know I've done a sleep study, and at least that I had whatever electrodes to my head, made it a little less comfortable. So let's see here. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and post the link out. I don't know if I'd be celebrating I'm alive quite yet. little whatever. My brain's still waking up. Anyhow, uh, so let's see here. I'm going to check my Twitter. Nothing, nothing. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Okay, got a photo. Okay, okay, good to know. So anyhow, all right. Oh, I need to get that comment before I forget. Uh, Dave, I've done it more times than I can count. Um, Technically, I had a sleep study done twice, but I've had other things done where I was sleeping with the electrodes on my head and blah blah blah. So it was nothing unusual. The gel does feel a little weird. Um, you have somebody backstage would be helpful. And GMC, what's up?
I find it kind of funny. I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. It's a mad world. How's it going, Captain Trek?
Going good. How are you?
Dude, you're one of my best friends online. I hope you're doing good.
I am. I'm doing good, best I can be.
You, what was that sleeping stream all about? I'm so confused. Did I miss something?
um. Well, there are a couple things, and Bird indicated there was something that happened last night just before I woke up. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at it.
Oh, that dude that insulted me when I came on your show last.
Who? I don't know.
I'm just kidding. He's a good guy. Hope he's doing well.
No, he is. He's causing trouble as usual.
Of course. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here for just a second. I can't stay long, but I wanted to verbally tell you how much I appreciate that you featured my channel on your show.
Oh, well, you're welcome. I don't think it probably did much for you, but uh, I want to feature the channels that I like.
Well, I appreciate that you like my channel, and you and I have been online friends for a while, and I
Yep.
hope things are going well for you. Just no matter what is going on in your in real life, and that's all I want to say. Nothing but the best of wishes for you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I find it funny though. I looked at the analytics for the stream last night. It's like 202 views. It's like that's the highest views I've ever gotten. Um, ever.
That's a lot, actually. I only get like 20 views per stream, even if it's like an 8-hour stream. I mean, my analytics compared to my subscribers are not very good. So, like, anytime someone thinks that I'm successful, don't think that because I'm not.
You obviously are. You've got the subscriber count, you're getting closer to monetization.
Yeah, but I mean the thing is, and this is what I've learned along the journey, my friend, is that even if you have 1,000 subscribers, if you're not getting views, like if people don't actually like your channel because they're not actually watching it and liking it and
Mm-hmm.
such, you're not going to get any money. You're not going to get any monetization. People,
No,
YouTube has this thing where they even if you have 4,000 hours, which I know you do for sure because people actually watch your show. Uh, anyway, the point I'm trying to make is like my subscriber count is totally faulty, totally fraudulent. And not because I personally fraudulated it, but because like every time I go on Twitter, I as a joke to myself, I ask people to subscribe to me, and then they do, and then and that's been going on for like how long has it been? Months and months and months. That's the only reason that I have what I have with subscribers, but it doesn't mean anything because no one actually watches my shows. You know.
oh, trust me, there are people who watch. There are people who watch, and I haven't. I've tried doing the Twitter thing, asking people to subscribe, and it's like, very few. And when I have, it's been they haven't been on long, so it's like, dude, no bother.
Anyway, I don't know what were you talking about before I got on. I'm sorry I missed it.
I was just getting warmed up. Takes a little bit to get the caffeine into the body.
Well, I'm impressed, man, because not only are you dedicated, you're on every single morning, and I can only get on here when I've been up all night. But here I am. I've been up all night, and you're like just waking up for the day. And
Well, as unusual, I'll just put it that way. Uh, People got to see me wake up this morning. Like
well, that's what
it
I was
takes.
gonna say. What was your sleep stream? You got 202 views. Do you think you'll keep doing that since that was such a success?
No, no. I'm going to watch that and see if there's anything that's pertinent that I need to see. Um, so I'm going to actually be watching one of my own streams to see if there's anything that I need to know and maybe tell my doctor about.
Like a sleep study for
Yeah.
a CPAP.
Yep.
Exactly. Well, anyway, I'm not a medical person, but the only reason I know about that stuff is because I used to work for a medical company. Um, but anyway, that's when I used to take life seriously, and I haven't done that for a couple of years. Thank God. In the meantime, I want to ask you, Captain Trek,
Yes.
what's your favorite topic of conversation?
Uh Favorite topic of conversation. Um, hmm, Good question. Well, I posted something on Twitter this morning, and I'm looking forward to getting a response. And I'll just ask you. I don't know if you have any of them, but I put out a poll asking which is the best value, and I didn't list any prices so as to not you know people using the price as a point of well, this is a better deal. Blah blah blah. HBO Max. Uh, um, what is it called now? Paramount Plus and Netflix. Those are the three that I picked.
That's a great poll, and I have a lot to say about all three of those services.
And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna have the funds to get one of them. And I'm leaning towards HBO, but I want to know what other people think.
No, can you still hear me, by the way?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. You're 100% correct. HBO Max is by far the best amount and quality of entertainment out of those three. And here's why. Paramount Plus has nothing but shit besides their Star Trek content from 2005 and before. And
Correct.
I also think that they have the Indiana Jones films, but they do not have the Indiana Jones Young Chronicles, which I think is an essential part of the Indiana Jones story. And then Netflix is shit nowadays, in my opinion. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason for that is because Netflix, they used to have a lot of good films, but now all they have is their original content, and most of their original content is crap. To be honest, it's like I read this one article by a filmmaker who said that the original content made by these streaming services isn't even written by a real human being. It's written by an algorithm or a computer who thinks that they'll get the most popularity amongst people that are likely to pay for a subscription service. So I pay for all three because I'm a movie buff, as you
Mm-hmm.
know, and I love movies just as much as I love video games, even though I only put out video game material because it doesn't get copyrighted. If I could sit there and watch movies on YouTube with people all day, I probably would do that instead, but you can't do that because the movie industry has a lot more lawyers, I guess, or whatever.
Yep.
Anyway, what do you think though?
See, I'm leaning towards, like I said, HBO Max, but I want to see what people think. Uh, there are perks to picking the CBS because there are other things on there, but as far as Netflix, eh, not so much.
I mean, there's a few hidden gems on Netflix here and there, but mostly they've started to drift towards their original content, and most of their original content is crap. I mean, it is. Maybe that's because I'm an old man, but I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
And that's every time I have an opinion about anything entertainment related, whether it's video games, movies, or comics, or games, movies, and comics are us. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
I have to think to myself, well, maybe I'm just a product of my time, and shrug my shoulders.
So let's see here. So far, the poll seems to be leaning toward HBO Max. I know Bird has all three, or at least did. Um,
Oh,
might be
there, that's
interested.
good. At least I agree with Bird on one thing.
All right.
I don't think Bird likes me very much. I'll be honest. Is Bird
Okay.
even subscribed to my channel?
I
Let's
don't know.
let's ask him. He's not really even here. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Oh, anyway, I want you to know, Captain Trek, you're an awesome dude. Keep doing what you're doing. Sorry I
Thank
can't
you.
always be here because I'm on the West Coast, here in the Midwest, and plus you're
Yep.
an early riser based on your personal life.
Correct.
And I appreciate the fact you've always supported my channel.
Absolutely.
I will always support your channel, my friend, and hope you have a good one. I gotta fall asleep now, though.
You take care. You get to sleep.
All right, man. Take care, my friend.
And there we go. It was games, movies, and whatever at this point. RS or GMC. Uh, uh, hello, cute. I'm sorry. Uh, got somebody on Twitch. Awesome to have. Of course, I would love to have. Yeah, that's another platform. Being monetized over there, but that a little easier. But yeah, it would make things a little more complicated out here. And he thinks HBO is boring. And good Sunday morning Jam. I forgot it's Sunday. Jam says the 3 HBO definitely. And I already have Prime. I do have Prime Video for the shipping. So that's definitely. What about Crave? Crave. I know I've heard of it, but and Aberjam says I just started a free 30-day trial to D plus. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. That is on Twitter. Unfortunately, until I get to 1,000 subscribers on here, I can't have a poll on YouTube. That's all I care about. I don't give a shit about monetization. I really don't. Uh, even if I get to the 1,000 subscriber mark, I'm not going to see any money out of it. I'm not. Even if people started watching by the ton, which the likelihood is not much. But YouTube is kind of stingy with their payouts, as I'm sure you can find out from anyone who actually gets paid for them. The poll is on Twitter, and I'm going to try to pull it up if I can. Profile on. Uh, Here it is. Copy this back and go there. And there it is. There is the Twitter poll that you can find. Uh, and please feel free to vote on it. It's always good to know. I prefer, obviously, honest. And if there's any others out there that you would suggest, I already have uh, Prime for the shipping. I mean that's already been paid for. Um, but if there's any others that you know of that are actually worth the money, yeah, feel free to suggest it. You can make a comment And uh, anyhow, as you can tell, I decided not to do the timer thing because it wasn't going to work anyhow. Oh, Aberjam, I don't know why. I'm going to say it right now since you're saying you're off church life. It's not a church stream. And quite honestly, if I thought it were worth, never mind. Never mind. You like going over there. That's fine. This is really, really, really why I need somebody on here. Because otherwise, I'm going to say things I shouldn't say. I'm sorry. Okay. Thank God somebody's here. Just don't give a shit who it is. And good morning, Mar, or good afternoon, Mar. Excuse me.
Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
You sound horrible.
Thanks, that's how I'm feeling.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
No,
Besides,
you
I can
need
hear.
someone here.
Besides, I can
I'm
hear
here
your
for you.
background. I'm glad. I don't know what it is I'm hearing in your background, but it's some kind of something on TV or I don't know. You need sleep more than anything.
I'm here for you.
I appreciate that. No, it's just it's funny if Salty Trekker actually had a church stream, I could understand that. I really could. But it usually devolves into arguments about Star Trek, and that's not exactly a church stream. I mean, that'd be like if I sold this stream as girls, 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 and there's no girls here. So
If God would have wanted Salty not to talk about Star Trek, then God would kill his stream.
that's true.
So I think everything is fine as long as there is no interference from up there.
Yeah,
Or from YouTube, who think that they are up there. About time this pills kick in.
you know what, Dave? You probably ought to come on here. By the way, how are you doing this morning? Yeah, it's funny. I had more people over in the chat in the stream where I wasn't even watching or responding to things, and than to than here.
Yeah, there was a lot of people while you were sleeping saying you was cute, like a little baby.
Uh, I'm glad I wasn't watching it.
Well, that would have been interesting, you sleeping and watching your own stream. But yeah, last time I've seen or checked it, you have had 22 likes. Pretty good for
Yeah,
sleeping.
exactly. Like,
Some
let's see.
people was upset you didn't answer them, which would be kind of a miracle.
Upset I didn't answer them in my sleep. Yeah, like I'm gonna see it. I mean, I'm literally on camera, asleep. Let's see here. The highest number of the views that I've seen in most recent times was 155, and that was on the second Media Monday, Morning Media. Um, Other than that, the sleep stream was the.
Yeah, I have no idea why people are so obsessed with other people sleeping. It might give them kind of peace, of inner peace, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Ah, how long you been feeling under the weather like this?
What? What you
You're
mean
not
me?
feeling well. You, yes. There
Yes,
isn't anybody here I'm talking to. Yeah.
it has nothing to do with the weather. It's just tonight it was hot, then cold, then hot again, and then I woke up freezing to death. So it's not really the weather, it's just that.
And by the way, under the weather just means you feel like shit.
Okay, yeah, that would be happened this night. I'm getting ill very easy, but then I also get fresh. In about 3 days, I should be fine again. And if the pills kick in, I should be fine in some minutes, hopefully, when the nose gets free. And I will sound like I sounded yesterday. But that's what I actually wanted to come online while the pills kicked in and not before. But movie didn't stay so long. And as I said, I didn't want you to be all by yourself here. So now you
I
have a
appreciate it.
sick Mar on the panel. Deal with it.
Absolutely.
Uh, Still have not really an idea what to talk about. But that might be because of the fever.
That is probably it.
A little bit empty. So, do we have anime fans in the chat by any chance? If you haven't watched That Time As I Was Reincarnated as a Slime, you should do that. It's quite funny. Well, I can't kill slimes in video games no more, because that slime was just too cool. But yeah, I absolutely recommend watching.
And yeah,
If you are an anime fan, if not, then leave it be. I also wouldn't tell anyone to watch something with Muppets who hates Muppets.
true.
I would force them to watch it.
Ah, great. Well, it's a great sleep stream. Yeah. Well, saw him over there. I Well, so far this stream's going to shit.
Oh, totally not.
So
We have 7 people watching, but no one talking so far.
I don't know.
Which probably is because they try to listen to me and totally liking me being ill.
As I said, or I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go get coffee. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna get coffee.
Go get coffee. LEG, just get on the panel. Don't tell us you are coming. That's ugh. No one wants to know. Too much information. Unless, of course, you want to do it on stream, but then you should probably go to Pornhub or something like that. Coffee sounds good. Tea would be better. Soup. I should make myself a soup. Clears the throat. Oh. But if LEG is really coming, then maybe, just maybe, Captain Track showed too much skin.
Probably. Who knows?
Good morning, Orville.
Good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever it is where you are, Pearl Nation. How are you, PJ?
By the way, I have no idea if there was a nerdgasm this morning.
No idea. Apparently, there was supposed to be. I don't know if there was or not, but
Didn't got no notification. But because of obvious reasons, I probably wouldn't have been there anyway.
and our relations in New York, so it's morning. Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, what would you like us to talk about?
And good morning, Captain Deckard Spock. It's funny. I had a more active chat going on when I was asleep. That's pretty bad. Right now, I prefer more coffee than I would whatever that is, whiskey or something. But at least here, Orvillation can be in the chat and talking and not be harassed like some other channels. So that's a good thing.
People these days are way too thin-skinned. Everything is kind of oppression. Or they feel like someone is insulting them without doing anything. That's bad.
Well, you know what? People need to get over themselves, quite honestly. Like, if you're going to say something that is offensive and you're going to intentionally be offensive, that's one thing.
The thing is, back in the day, if you was offensive to someone, they talked about it with you. They didn't try to get to your family or friends to get to you.
Yep.
So what's going on right now is just bad behavior and totally stupid.
I agree.
Well, Orville, if you think that my German would sound better than my English right now, no, it doesn't. Every time I say something, I have the feeling I have to sneeze.
That would be.
Which is why I have this pills. They are called Grippostat C. And normally after about 30 minutes my nose gets free and I can talk again. Oh, what 30 minutes, right?
Well, that reminds me, I didn't take my other medicine. I took the main two that I have to take. I didn't take the allergy medicine. And good morning, Darth Esther.
Hello, Darth. But yeah, going back to the Dave Chappelle thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's a black comedian. He cannot make jokes about white people because it would be racist. He cannot make jokes about yellow people because it would be racist. Or Asian people, if you like that term better. He cannot make jokes about the LGBTQ community because he's not part of it. What should he make jokes about? Black people? Then only black people are allowed to listen to him. That would be just stupid.
And racist.
Exactly. So, could people just stop being morons about making fun of something that's different than yourself?
That's asking a lot.
I'm totally not going to be upset if someone makes jokes about me being ill at the moment, even if they are not ill.
What's going on, Pickles?
Yo, what's up there, Sleep Sleb?
I can't believe I've got as many views as I did. Shit.
Yeah, I called it out in the backstage that you would break records.
Like,
I said, watch him
damn.
break records on a sleep stream.
Don't do anything. Literally, don't do anything but sleep.
And
And I
those
get
are
better
real
views.
numbers too, man. Nobody. That's not. I didn't do anything. Nobody did. Those are real fucking numbers. I mean, I had you on the entire night, but I mean that's as far as it went.
Yeah. I didn't even tweet out my own
And I
stream for
kept
that.
just like Bird, no different than Bird. I had you on, and I had a bad night. So I still got my acid reflux from when I went to bed. Now. So I was waking up like 5 fucking times last night.
Well, anybody who watched knows how many times I woke up.
Damn mask
I woke
wouldn't
up.
have done anything about it, but I have a
So
different
that,
issue.
well, my thing was I had to go to the bathroom. So it's like I had to get up.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was trying to freaking make you swim with the fishes, and you kept moving. So I was like, "Fuck it." I had you dreaming about Burnham for about half hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the backstage was cracking up.
Oh, what was
Had a
I
full
saying?
backstage. You're just dreaming about My Little
What?
Pony and Burnham for a while. That's all.
I was a little bit insulted that you do not look as bad as I feel at the moment, but then you said you was dreaming about Burnham. That makes me feel better.
No, I wasn't. Thank God.
No, LDG said he was.
No, Cat was. I wasn't.
God,
I don't
no.
dream about Shitty Trek and Mouse Rat Vampire fucking Ferengi. So anyway, I got oh, it's ready. Let me grab my coffee.
Go for it.
Oh, right. November, season 4 of Disgracery comes out.
Great.
Yay. Another show I do not really need to watch.
Twitter polls so far.
Oh yeah, nice and cool this morning. You can see the steam coming off my coffee. Oh, it's always good. Down to my last few butts. Yeah. Saw you had games and movies on earlier.
Yep.
That's cool.
I like him. He's a good guy.
I watched.
Yeah, I watch him. I've seen you over there before, and we.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5.
Hey, Bird.
Kapla.
Kapla.
I don't know who the guy was on with you this morning, Cap. I don't know not liking him.
You don't know games and movies?
Not offhand. I mean, I couldn't find his YouTube channel, so I don't know if I'm subscribed or not. I guess I'm not, but there's a lot of channels I'm subscribed to that I never really see content from.
Well, he does retro games and movie reviews.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
For the
not
most part.
particularly interested in retro games, but like I still subscribe to Rock Solid and
Yep.
occasionally watch his videos. Although he knows I don't watch them all. I still like him. He's a good YouTuber.
Yep.
This guy, I just don't remember interacting with him. But he seems to remember interacting with me and me not liking him, which I don't know. I find hard to believe that
I know you not liking people. That's
like,
yeah.
but apparently,
I mean, yeah. I mean, Bird's the guy.
I don't
who
know.
likes people
So
you shouldn't like. So yeah, I mean,
whatever.
No, he's just tired.
Oh. Anyway, I did want to say, I tried to tell you on your stream, the most interesting thing, and I didn't watch your stream for too long, but I was connected all night to it. Was right like in the minute before you woke up, you started jumping around your bed. Like I thought, I don't know if you were having a heart attack or what. And then you just casually woke up and said, Morning Brew's up next. I've got a cough. And I was like, what? Really? You're not going to get an explanation? Did you not know what was happening to you a second ago?
That was just me waking up.
Okay. Well,
Mexican jumping bean.
it seemed a little violent from where I was sitting, but
I'll have to watch it. Probably was.
anyway,
I gotta see this.
I am happy to say that with what I learned about the position of my neck from last night, that from the night before, that last night I improved my number of apneas down to 4.9, which is enough for the full 5 out of 5 points. It's considered a low number of apneas.
Cool.
There you go.
Oh,
I had a feeling it was that. Let's see here.
We'll see if we can keep it up.
Damn, you just like got up and just stopped the stream? Like, what the hell? Let me see here.
Oh yeah, I woke up saying hi to people and then tried to send the link out to come to this stream, and yeah, I ended it because I wanted to do a couple of things like make coffee.
Andrea Seabrook came in.
Andrea posted, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she
Wow.
posted towards the morning.
Yeah, maybe I have to go to live chat. See it. Yep. Words and pictures, Andrea Seabrook. I go away for a little while. I come back, everyone's asleep. That's funny. All right, where's this jumping like a Mexican bean? And I'm like at the very tip of the end of the. Come on.
Maybe 5 minutes before the end of the stream. I don't know. Well, right after he wakes up. If he's talking to the camera, it's too far.
All right, there he is. I see him getting up. All right, let me rewind. He's turned to the left or the right or whatever. All right, he's jumping, but that's him just getting up. Okay, let me rewind more. Is it before you said it's official? He slept longer than I did last night?
Yeah, it's after that. Literally, it's right after it's done. He wakes up. He's facing the camera talking.
Yeah, that's him.
If
That's
he's
him just
facing the
hopping out of
camera
bed.
talking. Okay,
Yeah,
well, to me, it looked weird.
Yeah, it looks like he sleeps in a bed that's kind of like ditched in, so he's just trying to hop himself up. I do the same shit. Okay, all right, you're fine, Captain Trek. No heart attack there.
Okay.
You got a program that tells you all your shit or no?
Nope. I know a little bit that the machine tells me automatically, and that's it.
Well, big day today. Hoping to get a phone call today for a job. I'm gonna whoop some ass over on the round table tonight. Try to see if I can pick up some smokes today. Get some other work done. Oh, God. Didn't do a stream last night, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. I had some serious heartburn. Wasn't feeling well. Yvette wasn't feeling well either, so. Hope you enjoyed your day off yesterday.
Like I actually had a day off. I just didn't do the morning brew.
Let's day off.
No, I didn't have a featured channel. So I was supposed to. I had one I was going to feature yesterday, and I didn't because things. Funny thing was, the featured channel yesterday was actually supposed to be Orville Nation, but
yeah,
I'll have that coming up. Let's see here. Is that coming up? Oral Nation is coming up on Tuesday. What the hell are you listening to? Why am I listening to it?
What the hell's going on? So when am I going to be?
Thank you for joining.
I get to
Turn
witness.
my stream off.
Morning Brew will be next.
Oh,
We're listening to Morning Brew, so no, Morning Brew will not be next.
sorry. That was you.
I had more people on that stream than I have in this one. Pretty bad about it. Maybe I ought to just go back to sleep.
That'll work. Whatever gets you monetized.
Like I said, I don't give a shit. Well, the only reason I want to hit 1,000 subscribers is I want the community tab. Forget about monetization. I want the community tab. That's what I want.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I give a shit about. I'm not going to be making any money off of YouTube. I'm not stupid enough to think I am. And if I do, it's going to be pennies. It's like, ooh, I earned 38 cents this month. It'll be like a year and a half before I see anything because they won't send anything out beyond, under $100. But hey. So every month I'll earn 38 cents until I have $100. And, 10 years from now, I may get a check if YouTube is still in business. So, yeah, monetization, not a factor. Community tab where I can have polls and such without having to rely on an outside source like Twitter. Yeah, that is a bigger thing to me. Unfortunately, in order to get the community tab, I need to have 1,000 subscribers. So. Yeah, tell all your friends and family to subscribe for 2 weeks.
Well, you got a subscriber. You got a subscriber last night.
I gained exactly the same number that I lost. So I lost 2 when the stream started. I gained 2 in between the time of the beginning of the stream and the end. So yeah, I'm exactly the same number as before the stream started, but it's a gain and loss. So it's just YouTube numbers. It's just YouTube numbers. They like to do that. And I can't believe Andrea was there. I haven't talked to her in God knows how long. And wow, it's Scott Bakula's 67th birthday. Ouch. It's proving we all get older. That's I've got a temporary microphone that I'm using. The other one was just problematic. I had to do too many things to keep it working correctly. But this one's a joke. This one, I think it'll be perfect for my oldest great nephew who's going to need it for school. I'm sure. But they're supposed to be over the ear and have what do you call it? Noise canceling. Can't not. It would go over the ear of a child. And my ears aren't that big. So, and good morning, the Catman, aka DD Myers. How are you today? I'll have to go back and see if I probably should have had something in there about subscribing, but oops, I was actually asleep, so I couldn't have done that. So, okay, if it is my stream, mostly violent game streams is what you're going to get mostly. Well, by the way, Darth Haster, I've been meaning to talk to you. You need more open panel things again. Maybe not as often, but it went from being like once a week to never. Be nice if, I don't know, once a month maybe. And you could do like Bird and have a game on at the same time, be playing something and have people on.
As long as you can see the chat or someone is telling you what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's why. That's another reason to have the open panel. You have somebody who you know is going to be reading the chat, and that way he can respond while playing.
So Scott Bakula has birthday today, so happy birthday, Scott Bakula. And Bailing has birthday too. So happy birthday,
Who?
Bailing.
Who the hell's that?
She started off, first time I've seen her as an actress in what was it called? The Crow. With Brendan Lee. The movie where Brendan Lee got shot.
Yeah. Heard of the movie.
Dad before him. The only difference is Scott Bakula aged since that time. Bailing didn't. So some people say it might be voodoo. Other people say it's cloning. I say, by the way, it's cloning. I want a Bailing for myself.
And yes, Edie, I'm doing okay, thank you. And yes, good morning to you.
Bailing also was in Star Wars, but her scene was cut out, and some bad mouths like the media says it was because she had an appearance in the Playboy around the same time.
Okay.
I don't think that would be an issue for George Lucas to cut her out of Star Wars.
No.
That's why I say that the media and bad mouths say that she was cancelled because of that. Well, I think that George Lucas actually would have said, "Okay, let her in. Nice to have someone that's that popular in Star Trek or in Star Wars." Sorry. Um, as we all know, George Lucas back in the day said that in space you don't wear underwear. So completely fits.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Carrie Fisher said that in an interview. She said that George Lucas told her that in space they wouldn't wear underwear, so he wanted her not to wear underwear.
Probably should not show the panty lines. Yeah.
No idea what George Lucas was thinking, but let's be honest there, Carrie Fisher back in the day was quite a hottie.
Absolutely.
So why not play with it a little bit?
And good morning, Darren, as we have
Good
most of the
morning.
people watching on the panel.
How was your sleep video or stream?
Actually, more popular than this.
Wow, I don't think it was because you were sleeping. I think it was just because of the time.
Oh. Okay.
Did you get any new subscribers?
Lost to game 2. So, yes.
Darren, good morning, Darren. How are you doing, Darren?
Good morning, Mar. How are you doing, Mar?
You're doing a parrot now.
Huh?
Just copying them.
Yes.
Without giving me an answer.
What? I'm doing fine. What's up?
Well, I think you know how I am doing if you was following the stream before.
Actually, I just popped on, and I haven't seen anything above and beyond now. So you sound muffled. So is there something going on?
Yeah, I have a cold, and luckily my pills actually started to kick in.
Yes.
So I have a free nose again.
A cold? Oh no.
Are you making sure to wear a mask while on stream?
Are colds a bigger problem in Germany than they are in the United States?
Come again?
Are colds a bigger problem in Germany than they are in the United States?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay.
I think the cold
No,
is
they
a
still
problem
suck.
everywhere. Of course.
So, Captain Trek, I heard you were shirtless last night.
Yep. So I sleep.
Huh?
And while the pill's kicking, lunch is ready. Be right back.
Okay, bye-bye.
I could have been like Bird and worn something I don't normally do, but yeah, no. If I do it again, I probably will wear a shirt. It'll make me sleep differently, so be more conscious about. Of course, LDG said he was making me dream about stuff. I couldn't even hear what was going on. So.
I remember tuning in and seeing that at one point you weren't sleeping, you were reading the chat. So I was like, okay. I don't know if I could sleep knowing people were watching me.
Well, it's not the easiest thing to do, particularly since you have the light from the computer going. The extra light makes it a little harder to sleep.
Yeah, I suppose. I must need like an infrared camera or a whatever they call that. Night vision camera.
And then I could have it hooked up. Yeah, I just would rather not have a lot of sleep streams. They're not going to have. Not going to invest in that.
Gotcha.
Although it did get me back over the 4,000 watch hours. So.
Oh, nice.
Because what I'd done before is I'd unlisted a lot of videos because somebody suggested doing that to make it appear or whatever in the algorithm. Well, it doesn't work. All it did was lower my number of watch hours. It's like, yeah, not doing this again.
Yeah.
I mean, I will when I get.
Whose advice was that, by the way?
That was Culture Casino.
Oh, okay.
And good afternoon, Mountains of Elysium.
The problem with that advice is you do that only if you've got uploaded videos to fall back on, and quite a few of which you have little to none.
Yeah.
So there was the complete opposite of what you needed to do. All your content was live streaming, so you obviously don't unlist your live streams if that's all you have.
Well, he was under the impression that would actually help. And
Yeah, he doesn't understand why it helps. It helps people who have non-live stream content. If you only have live stream content, then obviously it can't help.
I know others that follow that same advice who have the same issue I did. see here. Has Mark got an ordinary common cold, or has he got a man cold? Man's colds are worse than Ebola, bubonic plague, and I can't say it right now. Combined.
Well, I kind of think the one
Cholera.
you couldn't say is a poor comparison to those other two.
Cholera. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, cholera. Okay. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about the other C.
I would say it's a man cold because as it started, I said, man, that's a cold.
Dad jokes.
No. And like I said, I've had people tell me, suggest things to look at to find stuff to talk about on the stream, and for the most part, it doesn't do shit. It's one. I can find. Let's brush that. Okay. Entertainment. Okay. What? Who cares? I have all this shit on here. It's like,
So apparently, Amber Heard, this is the rumor now, Amber Heard has injured Jason Momoa on the set of Aquaman 2 and filming is suspended.
ah.
Yeah, she totally tried to kill him because he didn't want to woo her.
Well, he sustained an eye injury, and it's attributed to her hitting him with something. That's the rumor.
Yeah, because the media is trying to keep it very silent around that.
Mm-hmm.
I would still say it was tried murder.
Really? Yeah, I have this one. Somebody tell me use fark.com. It's like, it doesn't show anything. It shows links to things that are not relevant to shit. I don't know. Yeah, well, Anyhow, definitely check out Maria with T and Telly. The link is in the description below. Bird is going to be streaming sometime. Hopefully, he'll be able to mute so he can say when.
Is the Twilight Zone on for today, or is that going to wait till next week?
Is what?
The Twilight Zone.
Yeah, that's supposed to be on.
I am planning to do Twilight Zone
Okay,
today at 3 o'clock.
gotcha.
Eastern.
Okay. Bird has hidden his microphone in his pants or
Shorts.
something. So 3 o'clock Eastern for Twilight Zone. And I don't know what time. I know Resolute German's going to have Farscape on. I don't remember what time it's on. I don't even think I'm going to be awake for it tonight. I could be. I hope. Just check it out. Yes, 3 p.m. Eastern is when Bird's going to stream, Professor. So, yes, it's 2 p.m. Central.
Everything should just be in Central Time.
I agree. He always gives Eastern time, so I'm obliging.
Mm-hmm.
Very few people I would do that for. And good morning, Darius Munchausen. How are you? Ah, 7 Central. Thank you. It's either 7 or 8 Central. I don't know because he's had to change it a few times. His other streams going on. Somebody's backstage. If it will let me get back to it. Okay, here we go.
Don't lock yourself out again.
I'm about to.
Morning.
Yeah, it is morning. What's going on?
Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this den of mine because I got some new stuff to hang up. Found Frankenstein's monster. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
I'd like to get. I didn't know that company made classic monsters, so that'll be nice. And I don't know if you can see it behind me, but I got a big ass Star Wars poster. I got to figure out where to put.
Yep. You're just gonna need to just tear out everything in there, just put it in shelves because there's no point in having anything else.
Yeah, I definitely need to add some shelves. Definitely need to add some shelves. But yeah, that went up to this store the other day. My wife and I had a day date, and actually we haven't been out on a date by ourselves since before she left for Turkey. So, and that was pre-COVID, so that was how long ago that was. So went out together, ate at Olive Garden. I hit my toy store up, picked up some things for. Since next week's my birthday, I figured I'd go ahead and spend some birthday money.
Now,
And
perhaps you can answer a question for me.
Shoot.
Because quite honestly, it sounds utterly the term sounds utterly stupid. Why would a married couple go on a date? Not alone time, but a date.
Because I
You're
don't know
already
another
married.
Yeah, I don't know a term to call it.
An outing.
Okay, an outing. Oh, there you go. We could call it that. Works for me.
I mean, you're not the only one who's used it, so it's not like it's only you.
Yeah.
Trust me, if it were only you, I would gladly make fun of it. But there have been numbers of people who've done it, and here's trouble now.
Done what?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Is that who I think it is?
Yep.
It's too early.
You guys could just be nice, you know.
I don't think that's in our nature. Although I did play that new, new Star Wars Squadron game, and I actually at this one store where I picked up I actually found the soundtrack for Shadows of the Empire on vinyl, so I picked that up. But they had they had a refurbished PS4 joystick and rudder, so that's how I like playing flight simulator games. So that was actually fun to play it that way. It's a lot easier than using the regular controller. Good morning, Rosetta.
Yeah, you showed us your Shadows of the Empire stuff yesterday. Took me back.
And good morning, Eric. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Shadows of the Empire was a big deal back when that first came out.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of funny, too, because when they started making Star Wars movies again, I thought, well, why don't they just, show us that prequel, that in-between film?
Yeah, the Shadows of the Empire. Well, yeah, because I remember, you had the video game come out.
Mm-hmm.
You had the book made. You had the comic book. You had the toys.
Yeah, it was everything that normally would happen with a movie, just there was no movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it actually helped generate revenue to help Lucas finish paying off for the prequel trilogy. That's really what its design was for. But I mean, like I said, we were talking about Dash Render's Outrider. I mean, yes, I know he's kind of like a Han Solo wannabe, but that's kind of what the character is in the universe too. So, since Han wasn't doing the usual Han smuggling thing, this guy took over, and I kind of wanted to see more of that. I like his ship a little bit more than I like the Falcon, and
Yeah, they never really followed. They never really.
I think there's a little delay there from somebody.
I noticed that throughout the EU, other than a cameo in one thing, the Dash Rendar was never used really again.
Yeah,
which I thought was a shame. That's a waste of a good character.
And I think under Disney, he's not official canon anymore. So,
well, I was going to talk about you saying you like the ship more because people tend to forget now what was even pointed out in the movie. The Millennium Falcon was designed to look like a rundown ship, to not be suspected as being powerful and strong.
Right.
So it wasn't like it was exactly designed to have this really ultra classy design. It was designed to look rough, edged, and beat up.
Well, that's the dichotomy. See, within universe, it was a piece of junk, but we all thought it was cool because it was a spaceship. That was the hidden gimmick of that whole thing. The idea of
And that was my whole point with that. That was the intention. Was it wasn't supposed to be ultra polished and stuff, which is why when you go to these other ships that have come into EU and other movies and stuff after, a lot of them do make it look like a bucket of bolts, and yet it's still endearing to us.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because it had that special place. It was designed to have that special place.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I am a weird little girl. I like the rough edge.
Nobody was wondering that.
I was wondering.
I like the rough edge. I like the things that are less polished because it does look real. It has that same thing as the whole motorcycle culture, all that stuff. It's the things that are maybe not as perfect or pristine, but have a value and a beauty. And part of that value and beauty is the freedom within them. He had a
Yeah,
fast, crazy ship.
kind of like a Mauser, like the pistol, the Mauser. It's beautiful in its ugliness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a fast, crazy ship that was basically dismissed as not as important as others.
Mm-hmm.
And he used
It's
it.
a formula. Yeah, it's a formula that's been used before. Firefly used it later on as probably a direct homage to the Falcon and Han Solo. So, yeah, it became kind of a common deal. I mean, the Stargazer, Picard's first ship, looks pretty cool to us, but everybody in the universe thinks it's pretty substandard. So,
You got to remember, he was captaining that ship for 22 years.
right.
I think this is why those kinds of ships are so popular in the geek side of biker culture and stuff, is because it's that rowdy, rough edge stuff that most of the what social normies wouldn't really understand, but those in different parts of outsider cultures really get,
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you took a Model T back to medieval times and showed it to people, they'd be wowed by it. But us, we'd be kind of like, it's kind of, it's kind of a shitty design. That's how that's meant to be interpreted. But I like that. First of all, I like the whole freighter culture in Star Wars. That's for me the more fascinating thing about it. Is the fighter vehicles are interesting, but the idea of taking these civilian vehicles and souping them up to compete with Imperial ships and things like that, I thought was a neat aspect of Star Wars.
Definitely.
Yeah. Plus, it had a lived-in look to it. It looked like somebody's nasty bachelor pad on the inside.
What kind of civilian ships you are talking about at the moment?
Oh, in Star Wars, the freighters were used for smuggling, and you look at the Millennium Falcon; it was able to hold off, a trio of TIE fighters in the first movie. It had been modified by Han Solo for smuggling and to get him out of dangerous spots and things. So I kind of like that, the idea of buying a stock piece of equipment and then customizing it. That hits guys in particular right where they live.
Well, the Gothrock fighter always had weapons, so I'm not so sure if it really was upgraded that much when it comes to the weaponry.
What do you mean?
The YT or YT 1300 always had guns.
No, it didn't. If you look at the stock version, those guns were not there. They were replaced with, you see, the satellite dish that he had on top of the Millennium Falcon was actually in the position of the top turret.
Right.
And so when he put a turret there, he obviously had to put the dish somewhere else, and that's why it was off to the side.
That I have seen that. So yeah.
Yeah. Plus the Millennium, the YT 1300, it wasn't designed specifically to hold cargo as much as it was designed to push cargo containers. It was like a semi truck in reverse. Yeah.
Yeah. Somehow Disney forgot that little detail.
Yeah. But
just Disney.
It's still there. We have the pictures, so they can. They're just wrong. That's all.
Okay, that's not the 100.
Activated.
Yeah, I remember reading in Shadows of the Empire after Dash Rendar got his YT 2400, and he's talking with the.
Are you shitting me?
Mechanic, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of that stock stuff, put some upgraded engines in there. We'll put some weapons on it. Like he buys the damn thing, and then it's like, all right, now let's upgrade it.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool when, E.C. Henry did an extrapolation of what it would have looked like as a stock vehicle based off of descriptions in the book. And his model's pretty cool. I actually think that the stock version of the freighter is interesting on its own right for the modifications that he put in. But yeah, there's something about it. I just like how it's Millennium Falcon, but it's like lighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think it's designed for just one pilot, not two. But I don't know for sure.
1200 Tonnen.
I also liked the Razor Crest a lot.
Yeah, I like how they did. I like how every time they had to do repairs on it, you could see where the repairs were being done on the inside and outside.
Yeah.
They had to do, unlike on Voyager, where every episode, even after the ship's got its ass kicked, it still looks the same the next episode.
Right.
Whereas in the Razor Crest, you could tell, that damn thing really looked like it was held together by Valen wire, sheet metal, some gum, and a prayer.
Especially after that one repair job that he got on that planet that he wasn't impressed with. It was just, yeah.
He's like,
and he finally gets it all. Yeah. Then he finally gets it all working, and then Gus Fring destroys it. I forgot his name.
Professor Freddy Speck says one of the best DS9 episodes, The Visitor, premiered for the first time 26 years ago today. 26? Oh, God. Is that old?
Oh, fuck you, Brainy Specs.
400, no.
Damn it, I was going to look something up, and I totally spaced on what the hell it was.
Damit auch.
As far as like the other proper ships in Star Wars, the only other one I thought was interesting was the B-wing bomber. Mostly because of the computer game simulator that I played. I had the X-wing simulator, and I got the B-wing add-on.
Yeah, and, I remember that.
Yeah, and I liked how it was obviously designed by insect people.
I used to love playing the simulator games. Sometimes I'd go in a Z95 Headhunter and see how long I could survive in that thing.
The A-Wing was also kind of neat because it was just this little sports car thing.
Well, that thing was, I believe, the answer to the TIE Interceptor.
No idea, but
mainly for speed.
Yeah, it was fast. It was just, it only had 2 lasers on it and stuff. But I mean, still, I kind of like tooling around in that thing. That was.
Yeah, Professor Brainy Specs. That was my favorite ship too, the TIE Defender. I love that thing.
The one with the curved panels.
That was just one badass ship. You had hyperdrive, you had lasers, you had ion cannons, you could load it with missiles, and it had a low-level tractor beam that you could hit your enemies with and slow them down while you shoot them.
The other one I really liked, and it's a hated ship in Star Wars, but I liked it. The Nebulon B frigate, which was known for many years as the medical frigate because that's what they repurposed one of them to be in Empire and Jedi. But I liked how it looked. It looked like an outboard motor on a boat, and I just, for some reason I really liked that. And I had a friend who I used to play WoW with who worked at a game developer in a company in Texas, and they had the license to develop. I can't remember what the game was, but it was a Star Wars game that was coming to multiple console, and the idea was that each console was going to have a part of it that was different. So you played it on PlayStation. You were going to have, at one point in the game, you had to escape a Star Destroyer, but Nintendo got the Nebulon B frigate, and no one wanted that one because the shape of the vessel made the levels harder to design. And she was telling me how her team was just so struggling with that, with the Nebulon B frigate. She hated it, and just for that reason, because it really is like a kit bash. You look at the front end of it, and it's like submarine and bomber plane models, sort of, the front ends of them sort of stacked on top of each other. And yeah. So
Yeah, it does kind of look like kit bash, and sure it was.
Yeah. But I kind of liked how, the Falcon could dock with it and sort of, it was attached to the underside of it and things like that. It had a more modular look to it. The Corellian Corvette was also kind of neat too. I just liked all that stack of engines behind it.
Yeah, I always did like the Blockade Runner.
Yeah.
Actually, we wanted to do, there was a Star Wars campaign we were trying to put together one time. We were going to take a Blockade Runner, and we were going to make it our pirate ship.
It's also, I think, the first ship you ever see in Star Wars is I guess I don't know if the Blockade Runner is a nickname for it.
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah.
For the Corellian Corvette, yeah, it was for a long time. It was referred to as as a Blockade Runner.
Gotcha.
I did like in Rogue One where they called in a hammerhead, and that smashed right into the damaged Star Destroyer and knocked it down. I was like, that's actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like the simplicity of the design of the block runner too. It's obviously it's just a cylinder basically. It's got some some doodads on it obviously to make it a different shape, but it's just it doesn't have like different sections. It doesn't have like a port section and a starboard section. It's just it's just one big centerline vessel.
Well, but you have to admit that the hammerhead actually is an idea that comes from the Old Republic, not from any of the Lucasfilm trilogies.
Yeah, that is true. They did come from KOTOR.
And the biggest civilian ship ever used in Star Wars would have been the Home One.
The what?
On Calamari.
The Home One. A Calamari cruiser.
Yeah, those are just big Liberty ships.
All civilian ships.
Yeah. I think we saw those, in Empire when they were leaving Hoth?
No.
No.
That was troop transport.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Maybe I'm thinking of the Mon Calamari cruiser then.
I think that.
Oh, well.
I don't think we saw that until Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, those were the big capital ships I think that the Resistance or the Rebel Alliance had. But Yeah, I don't think we saw those until there was a lot of ships that were introduced in Jedi. I think the B-wing was one of them.
Yeah, the B-wing, the A-wing.
Yeah.
The Mon Calamari cruiser.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the Mon Calamari Star Cruisers were originally transport ships and passenger liners that the rebellion helped them turn into warships.
Hmm.
I'm not so sure if the rebellion helped the Mon Calamari, but especially because the Mon Calamari built better ships than anyone else in the galaxy, unless you
Yeah.
call Solostans.
Yeah, their ships rivaled what was going courtyards and oh god, who did the TIE fighters? I believe it was the courtyard. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, Kuat was the biggest Imperial station
Yeah.
for crafting Star Destroyers.
And then Han's home world was also another place where they built a lot of ships.
Corellia.
Yeah, I was drawing a blank on the name for some reason.
Because we wasn't just talking about the Corellian blockade runner.
That's right. That is a Corellian ship.
And it's, I think, even one of the biggest ships that Corellia builds. Otherwise, they really just build transport ships like the YT series.
Oh, well.
At least for as far as the lore goes right now.
Well, let's see here. Make sure to join Bird of Prey 5 at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 Central for Twilight Zone. And remember, check out Maria with T and Telly as the featured channel of the day. The description is in the link. The link is in the description below. Yeah. Have a great day. Thank you, everybody, for joining, both everybody on the panel and everybody in chat. Thank you so much. Have a great day.